The ocean is home to some of the most mysterious, bizarre, and unbelievable life forms ever discovered on Earth. They are the strangest creatures of the ocean. BBC Earth dives deep beneath the waves to explore a hidden underwater world filled with alien-like animals, terrifying predators, glowing organisms, and ancient species that seem more suited for another planet than Earth's oceans. From the darkest trenches of the deep sea to icy polar waters and unexplored underwater caves, the ocean contains creatures so strange that even scientists continue struggling to fully understand them. Unlike life on land, marine evolution followed extraordinary paths shaped by darkness, pressure, isolation, and survival in environments humans can barely imagine. Many ocean creatures evolved bizarre appearances and terrifying abilities because survival beneath the waves often depends on extreme adaptations. Giant eyes, transparent skin, glowing organs, expandable jaws, venomous tentacles, and skeletal bodies are common features in parts of the ocean where sunlight never reaches and predators lurk in complete darkness. One of the strangest creatures in the deep sea is the anglerfish, a predator famous for the glowing lure hanging from its head. In the blackness of the abyss, this natural light acts like bait, attracting smaller animals directly toward its enormous mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth. Some anglerfish species are so bizarre that tiny males permanently attach themselves to much larger females, eventually merging into the female's body in one of the strangest reproductive systems in the animal kingdom. The ocean is also filled with transparent creatures that appear almost invisible in the water. Certain jellyfish, squid, and deep sea fish evolve nearly transparent bodies to avoid detection by predators. In the darkness of the deep ocean, camouflage becomes essential for survival, and some marine animals became so ghost-like that they seem to disappear completely into the surrounding water. Others generate their own light through bioluminescence, creating glowing blue and green patterns beneath the surface. Bioluminescent organisms are among the most fascinating creatures explored in BBC Earth documentaries. In the deepest parts of the ocean, where sunlight has never existed, many species produce light using chemical reactions inside their bodies. Some fish use glowing lures for hunting, while others flash bright lights to confuse predators or communicate with potential mates. Entire sections of the deep sea shimmer with living light, creating underwater landscapes that resemble science fiction worlds. Giant squid remain some of the most mysterious animals in the ocean. For centuries, sailors believed stories of enormous tentacle monsters attacking ships were myths, but modern discoveries proved these creatures are real. Hidden deep beneath the surface, giant squid possess enormous eyes adapted for darkness and tentacles lined with powerful suction cups. Some species may grow longer than buses, making them among the largest invertebrates on Earth. Even today, scientists rarely encounter live giant squid because they inhabit some of the deepest and least explored regions of the ocean. The deep sea also contains creatures that look terrifying simply because evolution prioritized survival over appearance. Fish with oversized teeth, expandable stomachs, glowing eyes, and exposed flesh thrive in conditions where food is scarce and danger is constant. The goblin shark, sometimes called a living fossil, possesses a protruding jaw capable of launching forward to capture prey with shocking speed. The fang-toothed fish has teeth so large they barely fit inside its mouth. The vampire squid drifts through darkness with webbed tentacles and glowing red eyes, appearing almost supernatural beneath the waves. Some ocean creatures seem impossible because they survive in environments once believed incapable of supporting life. Near hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, entire ecosystems thrive around boiling water rich in toxic chemicals. Giant tube worms, strange crabs, and bizarre microorganisms survive without sunlight, relying instead on chemical energy from Earth's crust. These discoveries completely transformed scientific understanding of life itself and even raised questions about how life might exist on other planets. The ocean's strangest creatures are not limited to the deep sea. In tropical coral reefs, bizarre camouflage specialists hide in plain sight. Octopuses can instantly change color and texture to blend perfectly into their surroundings. Leafy sea dragons resemble floating seaweed drifting through underwater forests. Stonefish camouflage themselves as rocks while carrying venom powerful enough to defend against predators. Every region of the ocean contains species evolved in extraordinary ways to survive unique environmental challenges. Scientists estimate humanity has explored only a small percentage of Earth's oceans, meaning countless strange species likely remain undiscovered. Every deep-sea expedition reveals new organisms unlike anything previously known to science. Robotic submarines exploring underwater trenches continue capturing footage of glowing predators, transparent animals, and mysterious life forms hidden in regions humans rarely reach. The strangest creatures of the ocean on BBC Earth reveals that the ocean is not simply a vast body of water, but an enormous hidden universe filled with creatures more bizarre than fiction. From glowing hunters and giant squid to transparent jellyfish and ancient deep-sea predators, marine life continues pushing the limits of human imagination. The deeper scientists explore the ocean, the more they uncover a world where evolution created some of the strangest, most terrifying, and most beautiful animals ever to exist on Earth. The deeper humanity explores the ocean, the more the underwater world begins to feel completely alien. The Strangest Creatures of the Ocean, a BBC Earth, continues deeper into the mysteries hidden beneath the waves, uncovering bizarre animals that evolved in darkness, crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and isolated ecosystems untouched for millions of years. In many parts of the ocean, evolution abandoned anything familiar, creating creatures so unusual that they appear more like extraterrestrial organisms than life forms from Earth. Far below the surface lies the Midnight Zone, a region where sunlight completely disappears and darkness becomes permanent. In this environment, survival depends on extraordinary adaptations. Many deep-sea predators evolved gigantic mouths, transparent skin, bioluminescent organs, and horrifying teeth because food is extremely rare. Every encounter with prey can mean survival or starvation, forcing marine animals to evolve into highly specialized hunters. The anglerfish remains one of the most terrifying symbols of the deep ocean. Hidden in complete darkness, this predator uses a glowing lure hanging from its head to attract unsuspecting prey. Once another creature approaches the light, the anglerfish attacks instantly with enormous jaws lined with sharp teeth curved inward to prevent escape. Some deep-sea anglerfish species are so strange that males become permanent parasites attached to females, eventually fusing into their bodies and surviving entirely through the female's bloodstream. Few reproductive systems in nature are as bizarre as those found in the abyss. Another extraordinary creature is the gulper eel, a deep-sea predator with an enormous expandable mouth far larger than the rest of its body. Its jaws can stretch wide enough to swallow prey bigger than itself, an essential adaptation in environments where meals may be separated by long periods of starvation. The gulper eel's tiny eyes and glowing tail make it look almost unreal, perfectly adapted for survival in darkness thousands of meters beneath the surface. Transparent animals are another common mystery of the deep ocean. Certain species of squid, jellyfish, and fish evolve nearly invisible bodies to avoid predators. In regions where hiding places barely exist, becoming transparent offers one of the best forms of camouflage. Some deep-sea jellyfish drift silently through the abyss like glowing ghosts, pulsing with bioluminescent light in total darkness. Others produce flashing patterns to confuse attackers or attract prey into deadly tentacles. The ocean is also filled with creatures possessing abilities almost unimaginable on land. Octopuses are considered among the most intelligent invertebrates on Earth, capable of solving problems, escaping enclosures, and changing both color and texture instantly to blend into their surroundings. The mimic octopus takes camouflage even further by imitating other dangerous marine animals, transforming its body shape and movements to resemble venomous lionfish, sea snakes, or flatfish depending on the threat it faces. Some strange ocean creatures appear ancient, almost unchanged for millions of years. The goblin shark is often called a living fossil because its ancestors existed long before humans evolved. Its protruding jaw launches forward at incredible speed to snatch prey, giving it one of the most disturbing appearances in the shark world. Deep-sea frilled sharks resemble prehistoric sea serpents, with long eel-like bodies and rows of needle-shaped teeth designed for capturing slippery prey in darkness. In the freezing waters near Antarctica, evolution created giant versions of ordinary marine animals. Massive sea spiders crawl across the seafloor beneath the ice, while enormous isopods resemble giant armored insects drifting through the deep ocean. Scientists believe the cold, oxygen-rich water surrounding Antarctica allows certain species to grow far larger than their relatives in warmer oceans, creating a phenomenon known as polar gigantism. Bioluminescence dominates much of the deep ocean ecosystem. Since sunlight cannot penetrate extreme depths, many marine organisms generate their own light using chemical reactions inside specialized organs. Some fish produce glowing patterns to communicate with others of their species, while predators use bioluminescent lures to trap prey. Tiny plankton flash brightly when disturbed, creating glowing waves beneath the surface at night. In many ways, the deep ocean resembles a hidden universe illuminated entirely by living organisms. Perhaps the most mysterious deep-sea creatures are giant squid and colossal squid. These legendary predators inhabit regions so deep that live encounters remain incredibly rare. Giant squid possess eyes larger than basketballs, allowing them to detect movement in near total darkness. Colossal squids carry rotating hooks on their tentacles and massive beaks capable of tearing flesh. Scientists believe violent battles occur between these enormous squid and sperm whales deep beneath the waves, leaving scars on both predators after brutal underwater struggles hidden from human eyes. The ocean floor also contains ecosystems powered not by sunlight but by volcanic activity. Around hydrothermal vents, boiling mineral-rich water erupts from Earth's crust, creating strange environments filled with bizarre life forms. Giant tube worms, ghostly crabs, blind shrimp, and unusual bacteria survive in conditions once considered impossible for life. These ecosystems completely change scientific understanding of biology because they proved life can thrive without sunlight, relying entirely on chemical energy instead. Some marine creatures evolved terrifying defense mechanisms to survive in predator-filled environments. Stonefish camouflage themselves perfectly as rocks while carrying venom strong enough to cause intense pain or even death. Cone snails fire venomous harpoons capable of instantly paralyzing prey. Box jellyfish possess tentacles loaded with toxins, among the most dangerous in the animal kingdom. Beneath the ocean surface, survival often depends on evolving extraordinary weapons and defenses. The deeper explorers travel into underwater trenches, the stranger the discoveries become. Ocean trenches descend deeper than Mount Everest is tall, creating some of the most extreme environments on Earth. In these crushing depths, scientists continue finding bizarre organisms with translucent skin, reduced bones, oversized sensory organs, and unusual metabolisms designed for life under immense pressure. Some fish discovered in trenches appear almost gelatinous because rigid skeletal structures struggle to survive under such crushing conditions. Many experts believe the vast majority of ocean species remain undiscovered. Humans have explored only a small fraction of Earth's oceans, leaving enormous regions completely unmapped and unstudied. Robotic submarines exploring deep-sea environments regularly capture footage of mysterious animals never seen before. Every expedition reveals strange new species, proving the ocean still holds countless secrets hidden beneath the waves. The Strangest Creatures of the Ocean, a BBC Earth, reveals that Earth's oceans contain one of the greatest collections of bizarre life forms anywhere on the planet. From glowing predators and transparent jellyfish to giant squid and ancient deep-sea sharks, marine evolution produced creatures more strange and extraordinary than fiction itself. Beneath the surface exists a hidden universe where survival shaped life into forms both terrifying and beautiful, reminding humanity that the ocean remains one of the most mysterious places on Earth. The deeper humanity descends into the ocean, the more reality begins to resemble science fiction. The Strangest Creatures of the Ocean reaches its final descent into the darkest and most mysterious regions of Earth's waters, where evolution created life forms so bizarre, terrifying, and beautiful that they seem impossible to exist on the same planet as humans. Hidden beneath kilometers of water lies an alien world filled with glowing predators, transparent hunters, giant monsters, ancient survivors, and organisms adapted to environments so extreme they challenge everything scientists once believed about life itself. The ocean covers most of Earth's surface, yet humans have explored only a tiny fraction of it. Vast underwater regions remain completely untouched, especially in the deep sea where pressure becomes crushing and sunlight vanishes forever. In these endless dark waters, creatures evolved under conditions unlike anything on land. Over millions of years, isolation, darkness, freezing temperatures, and scarce food forced marine life to adapt in extraordinary ways, creating some of the strangest organisms ever discovered. One of the most haunting features of the deep ocean is bioluminescence. In the darkness beneath the surface, light becomes one of the most important survival tools in nature. Countless marine animals evolved the ability to create their own glowing light through chemical reactions inside specialized organs. Entire sections of the deep sea shimmer with flashes of blue, green, and red illumination produced entirely by living creatures. Some fish use glowing lures to attract prey directly toward deadly jaws, while others release clouds of glowing particles to distract predators before escaping into the darkness. Certain jellyfish drifting through the abyss appear almost supernatural. Their transparent bodies pulse softly with bioluminescent light as they move silently through freezing water. Some species possess tentacles stretching incredible distances, equipped with venomous cells designed to paralyze prey instantly. In the darkness of the deep sea, these glowing organisms resemble floating spirits moving through an underwater void untouched by sunlight for millions of years. The vampire squid remains one of the most bizarre animals in the ocean. Despite its terrifying name, it survives by drifting through oxygen-poor regions of the deep sea where many predators cannot survive. Its dark red body, glowing blue eyes, and webbed tentacles create an appearance unlike almost any other marine animal. When threatened, the vampire squid can turn itself inside out, exposing rows of spiny projections in a frightening defensive display that looks completely alien. The barrel fish may possess one of the strangest heads in the animal kingdom. This deep-sea fish has a transparent skull filled with fluid, allowing scientists to see its internal eyes rotating inside its head. Its unusual eyes point upward to detect silhouettes of prey swimming above in the darkness. Adaptations like this demonstrate how extreme environments force evolution to create forms of life almost unimaginable in surface ecosystems. Some creatures evolved enormous mouths and terrifying teeth because food is so rare in the abyss. The fangtooth fish possesses some of the largest teeth relative to body size of any known fish, with fangs so oversized they barely fit inside its mouth. The viperfish carries long needle-like teeth and a glowing lure used for ambush hunting. Gulper eels can expand their jaws to swallow prey larger than themselves. In deep waters, where meals may be separated by weeks or months, predators evolve to consume anything they can catch. The ocean trenches contain some of the strangest ecosystems on Earth. These massive underwater canyons descend deeper than Mount Everest is tall, creating environments where pressure becomes almost unimaginable. In these crushing depths, scientists continue discovering bizarre species with soft, transparent bodies, oversized sensory organs, and unusual biological structures adapted specifically for trench survival. Some fish found in these regions appear almost gelatinous because traditional bones struggle to survive under such immense pressure. Giant squid and colossal squid remain among the most legendary creatures hidden in the deep ocean. These enormous predators inhabit depths so remote that live encounters remain incredibly rare. Giant squid possess eyes larger than human heads, evolved to detect movement in total darkness. Colossal squids carry rotating hooks on powerful tentacles capable of gripping prey with terrifying force. Scientists believe violent battles between squid and sperm whales occur deep beneath the surface, hidden forever in darkness where humans may never directly witness them. The mimic octopus demonstrates one of the most advanced camouflage abilities ever discovered. Unlike most animals that simply blend into their surroundings, the mimic octopus actively imitates entirely different species to survive. It can reshape its body and alter its movements to resemble venomous sea snakes, lionfish, jellyfish, and other dangerous marine animals. This extraordinary intelligence and flexibility make octopuses some of the most fascinating creatures in the ocean. Near hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, life exists in conditions once thought impossible for survival. These volcanic cracks release boiling mineral-rich water from deep within Earth's crust, creating toxic environments completely isolated from sunlight. Yet entire ecosystems flourish around these vents. Giant tube worms, blind shrimp, ghostly crabs, and strange bacteria survive using chemical energy rather than photosynthesis. These discoveries change science forever by proving life can exist without sunlight, expanding possibilities for life elsewhere in the universe. The freezing waters near Antarctica contain another collection of bizarre giant creatures. Massive sea spiders crawl slowly beneath the ice, giant isopods resemble prehistoric armored insects, and colossal jellyfish drift through icy darkness. Scientists believe cold oxygen-rich water allows some species to reach gigantic sizes rarely possible in warmer oceans. This phenomenon, known as polar gigantism, created marine animals so large they appear almost prehistoric. Some of the strangest marine animals survive by becoming nearly invisible. Transparent squid, jellyfish, and fish evolved ghost-like bodies, allowing them to disappear into surrounding water. In the open ocean where hiding places barely exist, invisibility becomes one of the most effective survival strategies. Other species evolved reflective skin that mirrors surrounding light, making them almost impossible to detect from certain angles. The ocean also contains creatures carrying some of the most dangerous toxins in nature. Cone snails fire venomous harpoons capable of instantly paralyzing prey. Stonefish disguise themselves perfectly as rocks while carrying venom strong enough to kill predators or seriously injure humans. Blue-ringed octopuses display bright warning colors while containing toxins powerful enough to stop breathing within minutes. Beneath the ocean surface, beauty and danger often exist side by side. Even today, scientists estimate the majority of marine species remain undiscovered. Every deep-sea expedition reveals strange new organisms never seen before. Robotic submarines continue capturing footage of glowing predators, transparent hunters, and bizarre creatures drifting through unexplored underwater regions. Entire ecosystems likely remain hidden beneath polar ice, deep trenches, and underwater caves untouched by human exploration. What makes ocean creatures so fascinating is that they evolved in an environment fundamentally different from life on land. Water pressure, darkness, limited food, and endless three-dimensional space forced marine evolution to produce forms of life beyond ordinary imagination. In many parts of the ocean, survival depends on becoming stranger, more specialized, and more extreme than anything found on the surface world. The Strangest Creatures of the Ocean reveals that beneath the waves exists a hidden universe more mysterious than most people realize. From glowing deep sea predators and transparent jellyfish to giant squid and ancient living fossils, the ocean contains creatures that continue challenging humanity's understanding of biology and evolution. Every new discovery reminds scientists that Earth's oceans remain one of the last unexplored frontiers on the planet, a dark underwater world filled with monsters, giants, and extraordinary life forms waiting to be discovered.